In late 2023, my girlfriend at the time heavily encouraged me to talk to someone. It was therapy related, and having listened to Joe Rogan podcast and other things online, and I was heavily interested in the concept of psychedelic therapy and treatment. So I spoke to my doctor, and he set me up with a clinic that specializes in this type of therapy. So they use ketamine treatments, and so in like December, I went in for an intake, and they spoke to me about a bunch of different stuff. And one thing that they really look at is helping it treat addiction. So after a long-ish conversation with a doctor and answering maybe 100 questions, they thought I was suitable for ketamine treatment to help with food addiction. So after that, they connected me with a therapist, and starting in January, maybe in February, we started having sessions every 3 weeks. And this is just regular therapy sessions. And I like my therapist. He challenges me pretty well. I don't think I have food addiction, because for me, addiction is something that the body needs, and if you take it away, you enter withdrawal from not having that thing. So heroin users, they stop taking heroin, they have withdrawal symptoms. Other drugs, other things. So food, I still eat every day, but if I take away chocolate, if I take away sugar, I don't enter withdrawal. So for me, I've always kind of defined it as a vice and not an addiction. But that's here and there. And the therapist, he's great. Like I said, I really like working with him. I think he's helped me identify stuff to help myself. But all that said, we were going to start, this all started with going to this place that does ketamine therapy. So we're doing it, and today I'm going to leave in about an hour and a half from my place to go get my first ketamine therapy session. I'm going to see if they let me record it. I want them to. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm not expecting a lot to happen if I record it. Apparently you just get knocked out when you go on it. But I'm a little excited, a little nervous. I've started to dabble in psychedelics since late 2023, and but I've never done like a large enough dose to like have an experience. I've just gone high, which is great. It feels fantastic. You get high, you get your body high. It's fun. But I've never like had a psychedelic trip, if you would. So the ketamine is supposed to do that. I am not expecting anything today, to be honest. I'm expecting kind of just get high and then it'll be over. So let's see how that goes. Hey, it's Jay. We're back with a cut in the middle. So I thought I was going to complete this video when I did the session. That session happened on June 3rd, 2024. And I thought within a week I was going to finish this video. I'm recording this right now on January, February, March, April 18th, 2025. So like 10 months later, I'm trying to finally get this out the door. So we're gonna play the video, and I'm going to speed it up as we get through the parts where nothing's happening, and then I'm going to try adding subtitles to try and explain. So when I speak, it's going to be in green because it's my favorite color. When my therapist speaks, his name is Derek, it's going to be in blue. And there's a nurse, and when she speaks, I'm going to do it in pink because I'm sexist and pink is a girl color. So we're going to do it that way, and I'll be back after the video to explain some of the things that happened.
You can't have like a sip, I swear.
I believe you, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Can I put this on?
Yeah, wherever you need.
Ready?
So ready. Oh, we're going in there. Alright. Oh, it's muscular. Alright, cool.
You can just relax. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Done.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you?
Or recommended?
It's up to you. Recommended, but it's totally up to you. I don't want to force you to put it on.
Rather not.
Okay. Close your eyes, you can. I would encourage this sort of internal focus.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. How quick would it?
It's gonna happen quick.
Gonna have a quick?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Maybe take a few deep breaths together. You can put the headphones on. I'll breathe with you, even if.
The jaw feels light. Normally when I'm drunk, I do this, and if I can't feel my jaw, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm drunk. So I'm starting to like a lightness. Feels like It's starting, I don't know where it's starting. It's starting in, it feels like a warmth coming up, through, coming up through, start. My tongue feels numb, but anyway, it just like, it feels like there's a warmth coming up, through. Ooh. It feels tight. My face feels like it's tight, but I don't know how to describe it. I feel tight. I can't feel my teeth when I do that. Ooh. Very lightheaded. Like I don't have a sense of orientation. Everything's numb. Very numb. But like I'm melting. Melting's the best way I can describe it, but it's like I'm coming down. Whew. Just like a bit of a head rush. It's a little weird. Whoa. So I don't want to open my eyes, but I've kind of going through an experience of how am I describing it? It's like it makes sense in my head. The video game, so it's like you're traveling through a tunnel. It's just black, and there's just like this thing that I'm just following through, falling, flowing. It's just how I feel. I feel like I'm falling. Just, ooh. I'm trying to remind myself I'm sitting in a chair in a room. I'm trying to remember what that looks like. Ugh. Okay. Oh. I feel nauseous.
Take a breath. Close your eyes. Try not to fight the experience or describe it. Just try to be with the experience as it's going.
I didn't hear a word you said, but
Try to be with the experience rather than describe it.
okay.
Maybe even close your eyes.
Whoa, this is wild.
Yeah. You're doing great.
I feel nauseous.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Whoa. I'm melting. I feel like I'm melting. I feel like I have to throw up. Thank you. Ooh,
You're okay.
thanks. I feel like I'm sweating.
It's okay.
Ooh. I can't focus on you. I can't. Ooh. Okay.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's it's an experience. Right now I feel like my arms and my hands feel like when you fall when you go to sleep when you're
Yeah.
the nerve endings are firing off. Oh jeez. Oh.
Are you still nauseous?
No.
Do you want to try sitting back and just dropping back into the music?
I think it's like a motion sickness that comes when if I move backwards. Oh my god. Ooh, hey, oh thanks. Oh. My hands are like not on fire, but you know, when you get frostbite, like pins and needles kind of thing. Ooh.
You okay? How you doing?
I'm okay. My hands. No, I'm alright. My hands feel. They feel like they're pins and needles. Basically,
Yeah.
is the easiest way to describe it. But I just. Whoa. Whew. And that's a little like I'm drunk almost. Oh man. Oh. Mm. Just the cold sweats now. Oh, this sucks. Ah. Ah. Oh shit. When I leaned back, it made me feel like I'm falling, but just falling. The music just had applause at the end of a performance. I feel like when I'm sick and I throw up, that state you're in right after you threw up, like that's just how I generally feel right now. I just want to be like face down on a pillow. It's just what I want to be right now. just want this to stop. Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna get the nurse, okay?
Sorry?
I'm gonna get the nurse.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you something to
What's up?
see that tonight. Sourire. I'm gonna give you something. We can pass it back.
I don't know if it opens.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my god.
It's almost done. You're gonna get something for mom, for the mom.
Good thing I'm doing this diet.
You did. How you feeling?
Oh, not great. Yeah, I feel sweaty because I am. Motion sickness? I don't know, what's the easier way to describe it. Like, I used to get that a lot when I was young. I was that kid who threw up on the bus all the time. That was me. So just a similar, like, yeah, just... I don't know if it's like the headphones or what.
It's okay. Sometimes it happens. Next time we'll give you the pill before the injection. Like that, it's not gonna happen.
Would it work now?
But if you can keep it and not,
Do you want to try like a anti-nausea pill?
do you think you can keep it?
Uh,
You can try because we don't have the injection.
I imagine I'm throwing up, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you can try it under your tongue.
It dissolves under the
Yeah.
tongue. You want to try it?
Try it.
Nothing to lose, really.
Tu veux que je le fasse?
Ouais, see.
There you go.
Try it and
Under the tongue, yeah.
and just relax,
C'est pas confortable.
Puis il est pas-
Like,
non,
when
mais
you recline, ça sent
avec
comme il
les-
tombe, puis that makes him nauseous. So.
Ouais, mais tiens.
Yeah. Pour l'abstinence, tu veux dire c'est mieux.
C'est ça, parce que là, il est tout, mais c'est correct, comme il se sent, là,
Okay.
c'est lui qui sait. Do you want to go outside maybe, take some fresh air?
I'm okay right now.
Okay.
Let me know what you need, I'll be here.
Thank you.
She was saying that if you feel like you can lie back a bit just for your abdomen, it might be gentler on your belly, but do what's comfortable, do what you need to do.
It's just it's a very head rush experience.
I get that, yeah, so leaning back is not.
So like, just holding makes me feel stable,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Would this help to have this in your lap or just hold on to this just like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm okay right now.
Okay. It's there if you need it.
Thanks.
Anything you want to share about the last little while? Other than the nausea, things like that? How are you feeling emotionally?
No, nothing. I don't think so.
Okay.
Nothing specific.
You still feel the effects of the ketamine?
I'm feeling something.
You uncomfortable?
Yeah. Sadness? I don't know. I just feel really sad right now.
Okay. Is it possible to get curious about that?
Yeah, I mean, all things are possible.
How's the nausea?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I'm still lightheaded.
I'm feeling tired.
Man, exhausted. My body's like heavy.
You still feeling sad?
Not so much. I am going to read what I texted to my friends after it was done. So that was pretty fucking wild. I can explain in more detail later since I'm still feeling exhausted by it. But for the first 20 minutes or so, I was feeling different sensations and it was interesting, but then I felt nauseous and started vomiting. But because of this diet, my stomach is empty, so it was dry heaving bile until I started to have cold sweats that lasted 40 minutes. So it became more about me trying to control my physical state and not trying to be dizzy than just experiencing the effects. After 2 hours, it was over and I just sat in the chair for another hour trying to regain my composure. I walked to my car 2 blocks away and that took its toll, so I just sat in the car, eyes closed for 40 more minutes. I felt okay, so I started driving. I got a little motion sick, so I pulled over, put on my 4-way flashers, and sat there for another 20 minutes, eyes closed. I was able to drive home after that, but immediately went to bed at around 4:40 p.m. and slept until just now, 7:40 p.m., because I was mentally and physically exhausted. So, yeah, driving was a mistake, but no accidents happened. It was fine. Everybody was safe. So I sat in the chair after it was done for another hour, just sat there, walked to my car for, 2 blocks away, and then sat there for another 40 minutes, started driving and then sat there, stopped driving, sat there for another 20 minutes, and got home and passed out, like face dived onto the bed and just like immediately passed out for 3 hours. It wrecked me. The nurse said to me, she goes, "Oh, well, next time we'll know." And I said, I don't think there's going to be a next time. And there wasn't a next time. And the clinic doesn't exist anymore. They shut down operations in Canada, so I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I have spoken to my therapist about doing a stronger, not maybe a hero trip, but maybe not a hero trip, somewhere between 3 to 5 grams of dried mushrooms. I would kind of want him there as a Sherpa slash, guide, whatever. But, that'll cost me like another $1,000 because he charges by the hour. So, we'll see. We've been talking about that for a year. I don't regret doing the experience. It was incredibly unpleasant. But I don't regret doing the experience at all. So at the beginning, I describe a video game, and really there's kind of a symbol. So everything's black, and there's just a symbol that's like in white. So it's like white on black when I close my eyes. And the symbol is kind of moving, and I'm trying to follow it as I move forward. So that's the video game thing. The closest thing I can describe the symbol as is like something out of Final Fantasy X. Like one of the glyphs. It's probably the closest I can get to it. And then just a lot of motion sickness, a lot of nausea. I felt like I was falling backwards anytime I leaned back in the chair. So that wasn't good. So that's why I'm anchoring myself. Like I'm trying to hold my head. And like at one point I was my 2 fingers and my thumb on each hand. And I was just focusing on that. And it's like you're not moving. You're sitting in a chair, like anchor. There was a couple things we tried to work on. We had identified that the death of my father probably really upset me. So we wanted to think about that when I was in this state. Didn't get a chance to do that. At the time, my buddy Scott was going through some stuff. So I wanted to try and think about that and how that was affecting me. And there was no visual, but it was kind of like, no, is the best way I could describe it. It's like I would try to like picture Scott and then to think about him, and it was just kind of like, no, you're not doing that. Like, get out of here. My ex-girlfriend popped up, Madeline. At that point, we had only been broken up a couple of months. And I love her, and she's beautiful, so I didn't mind just kind of having her there. It was soothing, is a good way to describe it. It wound up cycling through to my other friend Cody, and I just kind of thought about him a bit. Nothing specific, no like working through issues or things. He just kind of like popped up. When I told this story to Cody later, he said, "I won ketamine," which always makes me laugh when I think about it. And at at the end of it, when I was just kind of relaxing and sitting in the chair, you know, I play video games. I love video games. I work in the video game industry. I've long thought about making my own video game, and really maybe the last half hour was just images of what that video game would look like. I was just seeing that. It was cool because I've never gotten that far into visualization of the game. Yeah, that was my ketamine trip, and it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, don't regret doing it. Don't regret doing it at all. I would be surprised if I ever do that again. But like I mentioned, I'm looking into some other experiences to try and solve what I got going on. Thank you for watching.